The UN, Antigua and Barbuda and St. Lucia are working to promote greater financial inclusion for the most underserved groups through strengthening their legal and regulatory capability. Women and youth-owned micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs and other underserved groups in Antigua and Barbuda and St. Lucia are set to benefit from a US $1.4 million UN Sustainable Development Goals SDG Fund joint program. The initiative will prioritize innovative financing solutions for underserved groups.
We also borrowed $10 million for on-lending, 30% loan, and 70% grant for women entrepreneurs. And this has been received very well by the women entrepreneurs in St. Lucia. We are truly grateful and we remain hopeful that this joint program, which we are embarking on, will be even more transformative and impactful, touching the lives of our most vulnerable and marginalized. I want to reiterate my government's commitment to ensuring that this project is effectively and quickly implemented. I've assigned my Director of Finance to serve as St. Lucia's focal point, and I have no doubt that he will be working with the staff in St. Lucia to make it meaningful and supportive.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre reiterated that a country cannot grow unless its residents are developing.
Or everyone in the country should have an opportunity to improve their quality of life. We know about economic metrics, we know about debt to GDP ratio and all the other ratios which the government is trying desperately to achieve. In fact, this year we achieved a primary on our we achieved a surplus on our primary balance. But all that is, to my mind, is not as important as ensuring that the people of the country have a better quality of life.
UN officials stress the need to build resilience to deal with unseen crises.
Reflecting on the recent health crisis with the COVID or the natural disasters that add layers of crisis to the region, as you know, and this always serves as a sharp reminder, of the vulnerability to external shocks that this region faces. And really this joint program directly strikes at the heart of those issues, targeting those left behind in times of crisis. So that's why it's important, as you know very well, to build on resilience, to build people resilience as you do in your respective countries with your respective policies. And if we look at some figures from the Caribbean Development Bank, while the micro, small and medium enterprises represent between 70 to 85% of the Caribbean businesses, depending on countries, they contribute between 60 to 70% of the GDP. And they traditionally face great difficulties in accessing credits.
The Optimizing Innovative Finance for Underserved Groups initiative aims to increase access to and the effectiveness of finance solutions and to close financing gaps to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. Gina Filippi, HDS News Force.